in terms of how they reduced their earnings per share estimates for the quarter, and this was on the dollar, not on a fundamental thing. So modest move in the rest of the tech sector. Elsewhere, you see some of these food stocks that are a little bit weak here. I see Hormel made some comments. Bird flu could hurt supply chain for turkey here. So, yes, there's consumer stocks are a little bit to the downside. So Hormel, Tyson, some of those other food names to the weak side here. As for what the market wants right now, there's two things the market wants. Number one, it wants the supply chain issues to ease up, and it wants a soft landing. So the supply chain, there's been some pretty positive comments in the last few days. You see Daimler Truck said they're pushing past the chip shortage. You see Foxconn, it was a few days ago, but they said the manufacturing is at more normal levels. Volkswagen talked about better semiconductor supplies. So it's trending. The news is trending better in this area. The real problem the market's got is the Goldilocks problem. That's what I call it. To get a soft landing, you need Goldilocks. What's Goldilocks? It's just right on the data that we need now. So that if the data is too strong, the Fed is going to keep hiking. Put up the next full screen there. And if the data is too weak, we have recession fears. So people are having a hard time putting this all together. And the problem is there's not a cohesive narrative. So everything keys off of the inflation data, essentially. So yesterday we were down because the ISM was too strong and everyone was afraid of the Fed was going to keep hiking. Today, ADP, so job growth slowing. Obviously, the market's a little more concerned about the Fed hiking at this point here. So Friday's economic data is going to be really important again. So we want to show slowing, but not too much slowing. So ISM services, we want 56. That's fine because it's down from April and 57, but it's still up. It's still growth over 50. Non-farm payrolls, 328. That's Goldilocks because it's lower than last month, but it's not really dramatically lower. So we've got to figure out if we can get strong numbers from these. If we get really strong economic data way above, David, we're certainly going to roll over again right now. It's just a very difficult, confusing time getting the narrative straight. But again, Goldilocks, let's get things right in the middle, and the market will be fine. David, back to you.
Bob, thank you. Bob Pisani. All right, before we head to break, let's give you a quick bond report, if we can do that. Take a look, of course, at how treasuries are faring this morning. You've seen them a little bit here, a little bit there, but there it is again. The 10-year 292, moving up a bit in yield. You see the 30 years above 3%. We'll be right back.
At Peter Millar, we're always pushing for something better. Innovation in performance apparel is our continuous pursuit. And each season, we aim to take our designs and their function to the next level. When you're taking on the elements, versatile layers become an essential part of your everyday style. Peter Millar delivers standout performance apparel designed for warmth, comfort, and stretch mobility, no matter where your weekend adventures take you. This season, we've stepped up our designs, from our acclaimed Perth and Cradle pullovers to our lightweight performance outerwear with wind and water-resistant protection. It makes Peter Millar the perfect gear for the changing seasons. So when you're headed to town or layering up for your next round, do it in style with Peter Millar Performance Sportswear. Trusted on tour, ready for your life. Explore the Performance Layers collection today at petermillar.com/bonus. Get free shipping, effortless returns, and receive a complimentary gift with your purchase at petermillar.com/bonus. petermillar.com/bonus.
When it comes to business, your location is just as important as your bottom line. That's why more businesses are moving to Michigan, where there's locate, make your mark where it matters. Michigan, the right choice for business. For more information, go to michiganbusiness.org. That's michiganbusiness.org.
Club Glove's TRS Ballistic, the #1 luggage in professional golf, has been tested and proven, and it will last you decades. Our luggage touches so many American families. From the nylon yarn that is spun and woven in South Carolina, the fabrics then shipped to Rhode Island to be dyed, finished, and coated, then trucked across our great country to be cut, sewn, riveted, and assembled with pride, then shipped to you in an American-made box. I know I may sound patriotic to a fault, but those who know me understand that I just want to deliver luggage that provides lasts decades of service and does not end up in the landfill. TRS Ballistic by Club Club has a patented luggage connection system that no other luggage in the world can equal. It will make traveling with multiple luggage pieces an absolute breeze. Go to trsballistic.com, use the code RED, and get 20% off this amazing investment in luggage. Again, that's trsballistic.com and the code RED to get 20% off the new standard in American-made luggage.
Think fast, trade hard. I'm Melissa Lee. Join me for Fast Money, 5 Eastern weekdays on CNBC, Sirius XM 112.
CNBC.
This stock went up. How do we play it tomorrow?
Fast, accurate, actionable, unbiased.
That's our mission. That's the power of what we do.
CNBC, first in business worldwide. Sirius XM 112.
Sarah Eisen will be my co-anchor for the 10 o'clock hour of Squawk on the Street, and she will have for us Lael Brainerd, Vice Chair of the Federal Reserve.
SiriusXM is the home to the best in podcasts, including Basic.
Hey, I'm Doug Herzog, former TV executive and cable weasel.
And I'm Jen Chaney, a critic for Vulture and New York Magazine, and we're the hosts of Basic,
the official podcast of the unofficial history of basic cable television. We'll talk to the biggest stars about all your favorite shows.
Basic is available now on the SXM app. And tell your friends and family their SiriusXM radios are on free now through June 6. Visit SiriusXM.com/listen free to see what's on.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because our Sleep Number 360 smart bed is really smart. It senses your movement and automatically adjusts to help keep you both comfortable. Plus, it's temperature balancing so you stay cool. It's even smart enough to know exactly how long, how well, and when you slept, and to help you get almost 30 minutes more restful sleep per night. Sleep Number takes care of the science. All you have to do is sleep. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, now only $19.99, only for limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
You order food for work, you understand. It's different. There's just so much more at stake. Whether it's lunch for a sales meeting, a company all hands, or daily employee meals, it needs to be there when it needs to be there. That's why there's Easy Cater. Food that's on time and is ordered from over 85,000 restaurants. And if there's a problem, rare.
Thanks for calling Easy Cater.
You can reach someone in seconds. Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Tired of companies like Google and Facebook watching everything you do online? There's actually a simple solution. DuckDuckGo. It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more, all for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with a push of a button. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
When you're suffering from hemorrhoids, you'll do anything to make the pain go away. But you don't need everything. You just need Recticare Advance. With two powerful medicines, lidocaine to relieve pain fast and phenylephrine to reduce swelling. It's the strongest lidocaine hemorrhoid medication you can get without a prescription. See why Recticare Advance has thousands of 5-star reviews. Pull into a Walgreens, Walmart, Rite Aid, or CVS pharmacy now and look for the blue and white box where hemorrhoid treatments are sold. Get fast hemorrhoid relief with Recticare Advance.
This is SiriusXM Radio.
Tune in for Tech Check. Zero in on opportunities. Rent out startups from the East Coast and the West Coast. The go-to destination for investors. Tech Check. Weekdays, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. CNBC. SiriusXM 112.
Our guidance is really impacted by foreign exchange. I think that is what we could not see, that we have now had to consume about $600 million.
This morning from Microsoft saying, hey, FX headwinds are going to hurt our earnings per share.
Right. Well, Salesforce is up at $1.20 after that because people realized that it wasn't a false news. It was a false interpretation of the news. So people were selling Microsoft. I'm going to tell people my 12 o'clock meeting, my club meeting, buy it.
Just real quick, Mad.
Okay, we have the company rang the bell. Southern Energy, EE, it's a very niche company. It's kind of interesting. And then I have Dow, which is going to be another company. We're going to ask him about currency. Jim Fitterling, boy, he bought a ton of stock.
There's another guess that you took away from us. That's good. Okay.
Well, it's a no-brainer.
Speaking of, when we come back.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? This is your boy, Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Christ and Crypto in the Morning, guys. This is a place where we discuss every single day the markets in threes. We look at the market from three different perspectives, not just the crypto market, guys, but also the current equities market, stock, oil, all of those things. The first section, guys, is going to be our daily topics. And today's show topics, we're going to touch on 5 things. First off is the top 5 cryptocurrencies to watch this month. This month, top 5. Second is going to be the Bank of England to rescue stablecoins. We'll discuss that. And there's an Amazon stock split next week. Why it matters. We're going to see that. Last but not least, ISO 20022 seems to be delayed. And the Ripple versus SEC court conference call next week. Going to be a great show there. Looking forward to doing that. And then after that, we'll be diving into TA. Looking at the markets from a technical analysis perspective in the long sum, short sum. And we've had a lot of movement today. Up, down 1% so far. The market's been open for 30 minutes. So we're going to dive into that after we get a chance to look into the news cycle. And then, of course, we're going to close this the best way I know how is with some scriptures. I'm going to go over Luke 22 to 39, chapter 32, chapter 22, verse 39 to verse 46. And I look forward to that. And yeah, we took the day off yesterday. I got a lot of things going on, and I needed to take the day. Just a heads up, the show will be as far as a current 9 o'clock. I cannot guarantee it every day over the next 30 days. Why do I tell you that now? Well, because we're taking family vacations. We're traveling. We're moving. We got a bunch of stuff from now until after July 4th. So we might not have this gorgeous, wonderful looking type area of a show, but I'll make sure to come on, whether it be from my phone or where we are in the mountains in the morning, wherever it may be. I plan on streaming with you guys. It might be a little bit of a different type of show, but I will be here with you streaming from wherever I am. Okay, so with that said, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump on into our show for the day and hit those topics. Appreciate you guys for being here. Without further ado, let's fade to black. And let's go ahead and get into those daily topics. Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? This is your boy, Christian Israel, and you guys are actually tuned into the daily topics. This is a part of a show called Christ and Crypto in the Morning that we're at every single morning, 9 a.m. live, where we come to look at the markets from a news perspective. In the next section, we'll do technical analysis. But for now, the first part, we come and we look at the news to see what is moving the needle in the news cycle. If you're just getting here, please make sure you do that social media thing. Like, subscribe. Our goal is 10 likes. That's it. Just keep the algorithm moving. You also hit the notification bell in the top to be notified when we go live. I also upload all of these videos later throughout the day. You're going to have the 3 different videos from the daily topics to the technical analysis, looking at the markets from charts, and then also our daily scriptures. They will be uploaded throughout the evening, not just on YouTube, but Amazon Podcasts and Music, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, wherever you guys can find your podcast. So that's what will be up. I think that's enough self-promotion for now. Why don't we go ahead and jump into some of the news? And one of the ones right off the bat, guys, right off the bat. And I saw this yesterday. And you know what's crazy is Facebook happens to be up this morning. And it's kind of blowing my mind a little bit because this news dropped. And we're going to see how this plays out the rest of the day. And why do I say that? Because the COO stepped down yesterday, okay? The CEO stepped down yesterday, right at the closing bell. And that was here, okay? right at the closing bell. And then this morning, and this is how the stock markets work real quick, it shot up. So you're telling me on the news that the COO who's been around, Sheryl Sandberg, who has been around since the beginning of Facebook, stepped down yesterday. On that move, apparently that became bullish for people or the markets. Now, here's where I'm at for news things. I will tell you off the bat. Let's get this during extended hours so you can really see. And then I'm going to move this to Heikinashi real quick, and then I'll go back to the news just so you can see. We're going to go all the way back to I think the 3-week works. Okay. Facebook has back tested the 0.5 here, and now sitting on top of the 702. Also on the bottom on the 3-week daily. Yes, I did a small short looking to get back down to 180 as the target. So we'll see if that rolls down. I'll tell you this right now. If Facebook holds that and Alphabet, right, and Amazon, the main tech sectors of the tech market, we will be looking very good in the NASDAQ moving up. And I tell you this, that normally moves like this, that's bad. Like that is bad. But somehow, 14 years on the job, number 2 steps down. And that's considered good news to the market. They pump it. So we'll see if it takes a little bit, because it's still the 2nd day of June. Speaking of things that don't make any sense to me, Bank of England to rescue collapsing stablecoins issuers. If they're big enough. What? Now, this doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, we'll just start right off the bat. A new proposal would give England's central bank regulatory oversight over stablecoin issuers should they pose a risk to financial stability. So what does this mean? If CBDCs are going to be the only one, central bank digital currencies, those are the issuance of tokens coming from central banks, right? Federal Reserve, Bank of Brazil, Swiss Bank, central banks. They're going to come rescuing stable coins now. So you're telling me, Luna, if they're big enough, UST was a multi-billion-dollar project. What considered big enough? Are you referring to USDC? Because that's a stablecoin issue. We're not done by the Federal Reserve. In fact, that's done by Circle. Or are they referring to Tether, which I believe is backed by more Chinese commercial paper? When they look at systematic collapses, is what they say. What are they really saying here? Are they saying that they agree with stablecoin issuers, so now they're going to be too big to fail? We need to watch what they're wording, because they're slowly showing us that stablecoins have entered into our financial society. If this is coming out and they're wanting to protect stablecoin issuers, that sounds like their central bank digital currencies, doesn't it, guys? That's just me. What do you think? Good morning, Dragonfire. Good morning, Rope-a-Dope. Good morning, Lead Lord. Good to see you guys in the chat. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And that just kind of blows my mind. I wanted to point that out to you. I just wanted to point that out. I just think that's an interesting thing to kind of watch some of this news play out when it comes to stable coins, when it comes, especially after the Terra Luna UST fallout, and now the second rug pull in 3 weeks, Luna 2.0. So much that if you bought Luna on somewhere else, Luna Classic, I did this on Uphold, so I'm speaking from experience. I bought $50 worth to get the snapshot. The snapshot happens, and then they shut down Luna, so I can't withdraw my $50 or $40 or $20 or $10, whatever it's worth right now. But then on the airdrop, I have to hold it for 2 to 4 years. I can't transfer it out of the wallet. But let me point this out. And Bearable Bull pointed this out. And it just blew my mind because I was like, that makes sense. That we know Scam 1 and Scam 2, Luna and Luna 2.0, both took millions to billions and billions of dollars in a week. Rug pull, scam. So much that Do Kwon was basically full-blown showing people it was a scam by his words. All of those, every single one of the Terra Luna 2.0 U.S. exchanges is hosting Luna 2.0. I'm going to point that out. All the exchanges supported Luna 2.0 immediately after billions of dollars of a scam, rug pull, algorithmic stablecoin hack, whatever you want to call it. All the big dogs were out before it happened. But XRP can't get listed on the exchanges because XRP is the scam. Do you see? When he pointed that out, I was like, oh my gosh. It never even crossed my mind. If you don't know what you own, oh boy, you better learn. Because of scam of the century, worse than Mt. Gox, worse, I'm pretty sure the loss of money was up there. I don't know how much Lehman Brothers lost in that short period of time. But it's up there. But XRP is the scam. Keep that in mind. So what does Wall Street think about Sheryl? Also, what, Meta, Sandberg, Sheryl Sandberg stepping down? Well, apparently, Target goes up to 300. I apparently was completely wrong that this kind of information, let me go here, that this kind of information was bullish or was bearish for Facebook. Not at all. Not one bit. Not one bit. So we'll see. We'll see if this rolls over. If not, this is up and on them and stopped out it is. This is how much sense regular stocks are not making right now. Just going to point that out. There is no rhyme or reason to anything in the stock, so be very, very careful. Now, when we look at these things, why would that drop at the end of the day and then pump? Is there something else coming that we don't know about, or are they getting ready to dump on the back end? So be careful. The stock market likes to fake pump, then roll, or dump and go. So the first hour of the market being open, be very, very, very careful. Just be very, very careful. Speaking of very careful, this is more focus on more of the stock. Amazon stock splits next week. Amazon stock splits. What that means is, let's see here. What is the stock split exactly? 20-to-1 stock split. You know, so if you have 24-1. So if you have if you have one stock of Amazon, it's going to become 20. It's going to dilute it a little bit. Now, this has happened different times across the board recently. Google is going to do this in July. Tesla is going to do this soon. GameStop is asked to do this soon. Apple did it in 2020 for a 4-to-1 stock split. Now, I'll tell you this. Normally what that does is make the stock cheaper. To me, that's a big warning. When stock splits happen, it makes the stock cheaper. Right? Amazon's worth $2,000. It will be worth $100. So therefore, people will be able to buy Amazon stock more. Therefore, the rally gets going. Stocks get pumping. So I think stocks start to pump here soon. Stocks really get pumping. And then everything gets dumped on you. Because now it's cheaper. It's much easier for the retail investor to buy multiple stock of $100, even though that doesn't equal one stock of Amazon right now, right? Divide that by 20. 20-to-1 stock split. That's going to pump the price overall, even though on the 4-hour we're topping, so we should be rolling over. We'll see something happen. But when you start to see the stock splits, to me, of the high tech, that's because they're getting ready to dump shares, sell their shares, make it easier for people that are not very smart in finance that go on there and just listen to Jim Cramer and CNBC pundits or whatever and buy whatever they say buy. To me, which is why this show is not a over the top $1 million Bitcoin. This is just a show that's going to come and tell you the truth as close as I can see it. And that when there are stock splits, things pump and then they dump on people. So be very careful to know that the top is coming even closer when we have stock splits. It says one potential advantage of Amazon and Alphabet stock splits is that they could make the shares more realistic additions to the Dow Jones average. Adding high price shares to the Dow problematic because the index is weighted according to price. So the same price change in a high price stock moves the index more than a low price. Adding a stock with a price in the 4-digit range would instantly give the most influence in the index. Do you see? Breaking it down, it's 20-to-1 stock split immediately gives it some fun. Immediately. All right. Quick top 5 cryptos, and then we're going to close this out with some Fed news, XRP news real quick, okay? So here's what, Nairametrics, top 5 currencies to watch in June. Cryptos. So they have Bitcoin, Cardano, Ethereum, and Ellipsis Finance EPX. So I want to read this to you. And we're going to dive in this and look into this more because I'm not sure what it is. But it says Ellipsis Finance is an authorized fork of Curve Finance on the BNB chain. It is an automatic market maker, AMM, or exchange that lets users and other decentralized protocols change tokens, BUSD, to USDC, for example, with low fees and low slippage. Unlike exchanges that match a buyer and a seller, Ellipsis uses liquidity pools. To achieve success, exchange volume, and low slippage, Ellipsis needs a high amount of liquidity tokens in the pools. The platform allows for stablecoin swaps and very low slippage and minimal fees. The incentivized liquidity to deposit Ellipsis pools. Ellipsis offers rewards and EPX tokens, its native token, to liquidity providers. As mentioned previously, Ellipsis is the native token for, voting tools. As a result, this agreement between Curve and Ellipsis, VECRV holders will receive 25% supply over the next 12 months. Curve Finance will provide support to the Ellipsis team. And right now, Ellipsis is at 0.0001. So if you guys are looking for a hidden token, right here. There you go. EPX. Something we might look into. See if we can find a place to trade that. Really doubt it. And then there's always Tron. I don't know. Justin Lee is always just around. All right. So I just wanted to share that with you because there was one in here that I'm like, huh? And that's this one. Not sure. So we're going to look into that. Dragonfire says, on February 10th, a Bitcoin exchange called Mt. Gox announced it had lost some 850,000 Bitcoins, of which 750,000 belonged to its customers. At time, says Dragonfire, quoting the piece, Bitcoins were trading at $827 a piece, making the value loss equivalent to $620 million. Way less than Luna was. Way less. He also says over 1.2 million ETH transactions failed in May. So if stablecoins are a risk, what kind of risk is ETH? You cannot have crypto chains falling. Isn't this the truth? And I know someone came the other day and said this is a fear thing. This is not fear. This is not being a bull all the time. This is being a smart money investor. This is being a smart, educated investor. You can be a smart investor but not educated. Know what you own and where it's going. Again, why is Luna 2.0 listed everywhere and XRP is a scam? Speaking of scams, there's a report yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it at? Here we go. Oh no, where's it at? Here we go. Big news. And this was on the 24th. And I did not know that this was old. It came across me a couple days ago. And then I didn't do the show yesterday. But apparently, on May 24th, can someone tell me if anybody else did this news? Anybody. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. The Fed to delay ISO 20022 implement until until 2025. Now, let's not get started on what 2025 is in general. Okay? 2025 is, to me, is supposed to be the reset of everything. And then over that point in time, from 2025 to 2030, all the freedoms have taken. And I know it sounds crazy. In that time, I believe the Antichrist will completely show themselves. Side note. Lord willing, I won't be here. But I kind of came across something in January. Because, right, it said, you had all these things, everything's going. There was no reason to delay it whatsoever. But let's read this. The Federal Reserve signaled today, May 24th, that it intends to delay the implementation of the International Organization of Standards 20022 message format for the FedWire Fund service for sometime in the first quarter of 2025. I don't know if I believe this, but we'll see. The Fed said that it would publish additional details on the implementation date, which had originally been scheduled for November 20, 2023, in a forthcoming Federal Register notice. The Fed said that it is recommending the delay based on industry feedback, that there should be a gap between the planned 2023 launch of the FedNow service. So here's your key. This is their excuse. Okay? Between the planned 2023 launch of the FedNow service and the ISO 20022 implementation. So the implementation is swift this year in November of 2022. Swift is going to join ISO 20022. And since the bankers are delaying it, you got suing Ripple. I'm telling you. And the Reserve Bank should provide at least 1 year for the industry testing the ISO 20022 messaging. They're saying that there needs to be testing of that for 2 to 2.5 years. It says, meanwhile, the clearinghouse said that CHIPS, the private sector wiring service, remains on course to implement ISO 20022 as planned in November of 2023. So what is the difference? The FedWire, in other words, USDC, are CBDC, are digital bank currencies where the government, where the government there will provide you money digitally. Gary Gensler, the SEC, and Jerome Powell of the Federal Reserve have decided that we just don't want to be a part of this crypto thing. Everybody else can move forward. And where does this come from? That's their excuse. But I think the excuse more is this letter. Now, I came out with this letter in January. Did a TikTok on it. In fact, I think my TikTok has got some, not a lot, like 18,000 views on it or something. If you don't follow me on the TikTok, Christ in Crypto, not a lot of followers because I just started this TikTok beginning of the year. And you can see right here, and me and my horrible, I don't know what time I did this, but I think I may have found the date. But I came across this, and see, it's got 880 likes, 69 comments, right? Flip the switch, and I saw it in January 3rd, and I thought I'd pull it back up for you again today. Because their excuse was, we need time. However, when you look at this, it says to do it in 1 day. And it even gives the bankers what days and times to do that. November 3rd, 2023. No later than November 17th, 18th, 2023. Like working on Swift or FedNow going to go live. No bank is unlimited, and it says it right here. There are resources to meet November 23. It's best to allocate. Those demand to make it important. In other words, they can get this done. But they said they do have concerns, right? And this was one of them. The launch date is less than 24 months away, and testing plans are needed. So they're saying from now that it's late. Yes, I said the TikTok bullish on XRP. I said the TikTok. That's because my mom always calls like the Facebook. It's the Filipino in us, man. Switch the light off. Turn, I don't know. It's just weird little things that I say. Good morning, bullish brother. But this is just one of the things here. It says with 9 months testing, we request 12 months. So based on, and we call it a little BS because they have basically confirmed that they want to do that. But why 3 more years? Is that 3 more years of lawsuits? What is really going on? What is really going on? So I just wanted to share that with you. That there's a delay here. And I haven't really heard anybody talk about it. I haven't seen it on Twitter anywhere. My second in command here at New Creation Capital sent me this. She works also, she does a side gig or a big time gig with people, and she's meeting with all the big dogs in the industry, all of them, right? And so she ended up sending me this, and I was just like, oh boy, we had a sad moment. We poured one out for the homies there because the United States of America wants you to be broke, period. They don't want you to have money. I don't care what they say. They want you to be broke. Biden came out yesterday and said about Jerome Powell to get out of his way and let them do what they want. I think he was falling asleep as he was saying it too. Speaking of falling asleep, last topic of the day before we get into long sum, short sum. Smash that like button, guys. Last topic of the day. You ready to make a phone call on June 7th? June 7th, 3 p.m. Eastern. USA International access code. I can't stream this. Unauthorized recording, rebroadcasting of the conference, YouTube, Twitch, audio streams is strictly prohibited. So I can't technically do it because then they could hunt me down. But Sarah Netburn, they're going to talk about it in this phone call, and we're going to see what happens. So get in. Last time it was like 4,000 people. Don't miss out on the opportunity to listen. I'll do my best. June 7th is a day before I'm supposed to pack everything up. So maybe I'll put them on and listen to it. And I'll probably live tweet you, or I'll play it. I'll probably live tweet it out. I don't know what I'll do. But reminder, as we get out of here and we close this section out, guys, I will be coming to you from the road over the next 30 days until after July 4th with a whole new setup behind me. But I will be doing our summer vacation, our daughter first before she goes to her biological father. Then me and the wife, we're going to go on a pre-honeymoon. We haven't got a chance to go on our honeymoon. So we're going to take a mini vacation as our house is being, well, the electric and all that stuff is being rewired and redone. So I appreciate you so much. This is your boy Christian Israel. You are tuned into Long Sum, Short Sum. I lied. The Daily Topics. This is the Daily Topics. We're going to jump into Long Sum, Short Sum next. Hit that like button, man. 10 likes is the goal. Share. Do your social media thing. Appreciate you guys as we fade. And we're going to go ahead and cut this out and call it soon. See you in a second. All right, guys, we are back. And that was the end of the show, that section. And now we're going to jump into some TA real quick. I know we have a lot going on. There's a lot of movement, quick and happening as we speak. So I am going to go ahead. Where'd you go, Facebook? Did you drop back down yet? Yeah, you tried to stomp me out, you dirty, dirty dog. You tried to. This is the entry for a short. The stop is up at 206. We're going to test this out because I really believe, guys, that we're in tested territories right now. We're going to go over TA real quick and jump into it. So let me go ahead and set this up, and we will go into long sum, short sum real quick. And I'll do my best to look at AVAX, ADA, and Algo for you. Let me write that down, guys. We'll write that down. We have ADA, AVAX, Algo. Okay. If you guys have any other ones, go ahead and write them down in the chat, and we will jump on over right now. And we're going to fade to black, and we're going to go ahead and get long sum, short sum rolling. Let's get it. What's going on, everybody? How are you doing today? Do not adjust your screens if you were watching it. That is a lot of red on the screen. And it's not because crypto missed me. It's because it's indecisive and ranging right now. I'm your boy, Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Long Sum, Short Sum, guys. This is a section of the morning podcast called Christ and Crypto in the Morning. We come here to discuss the markets in 3 every single day at 9 a.m. We look at the markets from a news cycle perspective to see what's moving the markets on the open. And then from there, we shift into long sum, short sum, which you have come across right now, where we look at the markets from a technical analysis perspective. For those traders out there, those swing traders, those day traders looking to educate themselves in Fibonacci, as well as Elliott wave analysis, it's kind of what we use these for charts for. So after this done, we'll jump into the scriptures, which is the New Creation Scriptures podcast, part of the section. We'll do a little 10-minute little Bible verse there. If this is your first time here in this section, the goal is 10 likes for every single podcast. This will be uploaded later to Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, Amazon Music, wherever you can find things, including YouTube. So like Dragonfire said, his only main place is YouTube. And that's where I love to see you guys. If you want to catch me on the TikTok or anywhere else, you can too. Social media thing, guys, that's what we do. Support the channel. I appreciate you. You know what else I appreciate? When I learn these charts. Because that says Bitcoin's down 5% over the last day. ETH, BNB, it's pretty much the same. 4 to 5%, not so many 20, 30% drops when Bitcoin dropped the same. And what I want to do real quick is jump right into some of the things I've been looking at. And I've just been watching. And we're going to focus. You can actually see this is older. Boop. This is inverse head and shoulders. This is an older chart, okay? One of those that I kind of just look back at just to see what's going on. And I saw that I had an inverse head and shoulders. And the target of that inverse head and shoulders, guys, this was done a while ago. The target is this line right here. Okay? What you do is you measure the top to bottom. You take it, you break. And it actually took me right to the 1.414, which is insane to me because that's exactly where it touched. Possible bottoming. Possible bottoming figure. Now, when I go ahead also, and I'm going to break this down. Let me go here, because this is, again, an older chart. We're going to break this guy. You remember this? We were talking about trying to follow this up here to see if it did before it broke down. And see if it took us all the way here. And then it diverged on us and broke down in a channel so much that it broke down into another channel, broke out to our back test area. Look at that confluence still. The same confluence, guys, as that arrow coming down to here, 26. I'll show you again. Right? You have the 26 here, but this is the main area that had to hold. And I show you this because look what we're back in. We're back testing that downward channel and inside of that box right now. So even when I come over to XRP over here, and then I'm going to show you another Bitcoin chart. We are ranging. And I say this importantly because a lot of people get really panicked when we go up and down like this. And I'm just going to show you. Oh, this is a regression, isn't it? On average, this is the direction we're going. Okay, this is our channel, and on average, this is a regression or progression trading channel. We're heading up. We're slowly heading up with the regression breakout. Now, get rid of you. Come over to XRP. Because this is what I'm really watching. And I'm watching this so deeply, this actually already broke down, that I have been trading these channels. I have been trading XRP left and right now. Because this is one for my goal. I think I told you guys I have a specific goal. Turn $1 into 5, then 5 into 25. If you guys are curious, that's a 5x to a 25x, and specifically trading over the next summer. Okay? My 5x is by the end of June. Specifically swing trading, that means in and out of things very quickly, which I've been doing this the whole time. And I actually talked about on Tuesday that anybody who bought this, and I'm going to show you, I'll just show you real quick. You get to also look at my wonderful, let's see here. Right here, Bink. We're going to go to it. And I'm going to show you, we're going to mute that so it doesn't play. I'm going to show you this. This is how 14 views. Love you guys, because probably that's all you guys, so I appreciate you. But weekend crypto pump could cost people a lot of money. People don't like those titles. So we come back and we say, what do you mean it could cost a lot of people a lot of money, the weekend pump? Well, I will show you. May 31st. That's Saturday. Right? May 29th. I'm pretty sure. Let me get a calendar out. And get a calendar out for you. We don't want to be confused. May 28th. Right here. Saturday. Sunday. 13% over the weekend. Into yesterday. Sorry, this was the weekend. Into yesterday. Where I said it could cost a lot of people a lot of money. And since that point, if you bought the green arrows, which I tell people not to buy, you'd be down 8 to 10%. When I tell you that XRP always backtests, and a lot of crypto always backtests if you're patient, please learn that one thing from me today. Learn that one thing from me, that it always backtests. When it breaks out, and I can just do this for you. Look, see the breakout? People got excited, went above the pivot, hung out there. A lot of times when it breaks out and it does a B wave or a fourth wave, guys, this is an ABC, or a fourth wave could be going up, like this whole thing. That's when your patience need to kick in and go ahead and wait, because then it will come back down. You see, and came back literally right to where the breakout is. So what does that say for me? That says, well, if we show that same thing, look at this up. Does that mean we have more down movement to test the lows? And this is what everything I just said comes to. Okay? And it's very important for you guys to pay attention. We did, which is great, break out of this one-to-one, that one-to-one point. However, that created a new high, low, and lower high. High, low, lower high. So where does that come in? And I'm going to show you why I did that, and then we can move on, and then I'm going to jump into AVAX and all those for you. Okay? High, low, higher, high. We're going to take that real quick again. We're going to take our trend-based fib extension. We want to see where it goes. High, low, higher, low. And you guys have known that the 4.414, right, is a good place to see some movement. But however, the 702s are turnaround points or rejection points for whatever direction the thing is going. So if XRP comes down here, bounces off that, holds above the 50, right? Which is so the 50, this one here is going that way. The 702 here is going that way. Okay, so you guys get a good idea. If this holds here, which I'm expecting a back test. Now, we already kind of had that back test. And now what are we doing? We're actually on top of the downward trend line. And the trend line kind of gives me a chance to do false breakouts where people say, oh, it broke the trend line, they go long. And then everyone loses their money, which is this right here. That's called liquidity grabs, right? On the liquidity grabs, which is a break above the trend line, you don't buy those breakouts. You buy the back test confirm breakout. That is where you buy that's where you buy your crypto or any stocks in general. Not the breakout, but the back test. Now, in the regular stock market, that takes a little bit longer. In crypto, it's beginning to get longer the more liquidity that's in the pool, the bigger the market caps are. But you can see right now, we are above the 1.414, above the weekly, this is the weekly pivot, or is that the daily pivot? That's probably the daily pivot. But we're rejecting under the 702. The 21-day moving average is rolling its way down, right? So what am I expecting here? Until, now we're at 39 cents, right? What areas am I looking at? Rejection here, okay? If we don't get past that, again, that's why I have this whole area. I know you can see that, right? Those dots, that's my range. Sometimes, and I've been shorting that range, okay? See that? I've been shorting that range, and here is more of a long area. If we break below, then I'm looking at our bottoming process to finally play out. Our bottoming process, guys, is down in this area. Okay? That's if this breaks down. I'm telling you that, and this is what we want to watch for this week, because I think we got one more down, including the RSI on the 15-minute is still a little low. The 4 hour is still under. The momentum on the RSI, which is a relative strength index, is on its way down as well. So be very careful to catch this swing. We're looking for at least a double tap at 34 cents. But we could go up first, okay? We could go up first and hit that. The RSI could come up and hit. It could pump just a little bit, but don't, wait for the back test. Now, this could just start dumping because it already did 1, 2, 3. Working on wave 4 now, and it could be done at wave 5 at 38 cents. Okay? It could be done right there. Come back, touch the 1702, reject, right? Reject right there and turn around. Side note, if you're not on the Twitter, okay, just to give you a heads up and you want some chart information, I don't do it a lot, but I just kind of give you an idea. As you can see, there's the draw of what I was looking for, right? 38.7, come down, play up here, touch 40. Come around, play up, touch 40, like we are right now. You can see that playing out right there. Where we are right now, and then thinking that we come back down. So we will see how that plays out, okay? And that is my thought process there. Oh, hey, Satoshi Nakamoto, my friend. He says, loving the show, glad to find it. I'm glad you're here to hang out with us. I appreciate you. We're here every single day, man. I'm glad you can kick it with us. Let me jump in, though, real quick, guys. Hopefully that answered your question on what I'm seeing in XRP right now. I've also created, guys, a trading Excel sheet that if you're interested in, let me know. I'm probably going to do a Zoom, start doing a Zoom or a Google Meet again in July. After everything is settled, how we used to do the Zooms before, and I would teach people, we're going to get back into that because that was a cool time. People don't really like to do that during bear markets. They prefer to do that during bull markets. But I tell you this right now, if you do that during the bear markets, that's when you learn. If you learn how to short, if you can learn how to short properly, then you'll learn how to make a lot of money because these pumps happen so quick. The pumps happen within a couple days, but the corrections and the shorts, guys, consistently happen over and over and over again, and that's where we can make our money. Now, a lot of noise has been recently about Cardano, and Rope-a-Dope said, let's give this a look. So we're going to switch to Heikin-Ashi so I can get a good idea of what's happening here. And this looks like to be a brand new chart, but we're going to go ADA USDT, and we're going to go Binance. We're going to get a full chart here. Boom. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and go on the weekly. So have we got a back test yet? Well, let's go ahead and go right off the jump. We're going to say, what is the breakout? There is the top coming on back down. And I'm going to do this real quick. Okay, this looks like the ABC here. Oh, that's because I have main ones. Actually, I'm going to do what I know for sure. What I know for sure is that. And then from there, we're not going to extend the lines, and we don't have the trend lines on, but we're going to go ahead and move it to the full extension move to see where that went. Okay, wonderful. Now I can check. Yep, there it is. So there's the full move here, back test, and that's exactly where we are now. So now I need to come up here, see this movement here, and check the back way. So top to bottom, or low to bottom. I really need to, that's because I did the other way. Okay, we're going to do full extension move again. Boom. To get a good idea of where we are. So, did I not click on full extension move? Why did you not give it to me? Go. Where are you? I guess you just don't want to do that, huh? There we go. Work that time. The 4.414 from here. Oh boy, that's on the weekly. Let's not look at that. That would look a little scary. Let's get something more realistic. Okay, I lied. That is more realistic. Let's see. Nope, here we go. I got to do VIN. So what you want to do is those little corrections is a good way to find it, and that's right here. Here you go. Live TA for you. And we're down to the 2.236. However, oh man, I'm not. We're going to try to look for one more there because this is not looking the best. That's on the daily? That's all the way to July. We're still going down, huh, guys? All right, let's try that one. I got to zoom in a little bit more. We're going to do that high, low, next higher low, and see where we are. Yeah, you know, yeah. We're going to see what happens with Cardano. We're really going to see what happens on Cardano because I am not seeing bullishness in Cardano. I see a back test here. You know, I see that back test had a pump off of this. Oh boy. Now I'm going to keep going. The reason is I thought I'd give you a quick, hey, yeah, this is it. All right. Now we're really in here on the daily. We're rejecting under that 2.0 right now on the way back, which means at least, guys, the 2.414, which is low. Right? Which is low. Dragonfire says, sorry, I have to leave early today. My garbage bin delivery will be here any minute now. All right, Dragonfire, brother. We'll see you tomorrow, my man. Appreciate you, brother. God bless. So this is what I'm seeing here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if we can hold, and I'll tell you, this all changes if we backtest that and hold. We're still looking at 73 cents as a possibility. Maybe you fire up first, but possible lower. But what I want to tell you on the daily is we see that. That's curving up. That's nice. But at the same time, what's not nice here. Oh, no, that's nice. A little break out of that trend line there. So we'll see, though. Like I said, 1702, which is 73 cents, 25% pump from here. Could still make some money, but I'm looking at the long aspect of it. Let's go here and see. What do we? Okay, that's bullish. My parabola, best indicator, okay? If this parabola right here breaks up, does not break below there, and instead does this and breaks up, we'll see that. And I will probably see it come to maybe there. That would be my best call in the short term, which is a 50% gain, 60% gain, right? Actually, more than that. That's more than that. From here, yeah, 55%. Okay. But when that happens, I could see this, right, coming along and then finishing that. As of right now, I don't see crazy bullishness in there. Be very careful. But you're in a range that just broke out. You're in that parallel channel that just broke out, which is here. Okay? So that's what we're paying attention to. In reality, if you want the deviation, it's really that. That was a deviation, broke down. We're back in the middle of it, back in the parallel parabola, so we'll see there. I got time for one more. Let's see here. Algo was something I was looking at, though. Not going to lie to you. I don't think it's on this one specifically, because I had it all worked out, and I don't even know what I was looking at this one on originally. There's XRP. The 15-minute time frame. Okay, Algo. I think Algo is looking the same. Yeah, Algo could be looking the same. If, again, we're at hold territory there, Rope-a-Dope. We're at hold right now. That's what I can tell you, is we are at hold. Like, it's back tested. The same where we are when XRP just hit 33 cents a couple weeks ago, right? We're still in that range. We're still in that area. So unless this area, as you can see, we are completely back testing that. Like I said, remember I said earlier in the show, everything back tests? This is where we are in crypto across the board, is the back test. On the positive, as long as I think this is a full, yep, that's a full movement. See, we've had a full extension here, all the way broke out, and now we're back testing. And I think the best idea is what we want to hold is a 30 cents range. We're under 39 cents. It's still breaking down. The target on this is coming back to, oh man, we could get a flash crash. I'm seeing this across the board, and I'm going to prep this way. I'm going to see this and prep. I don't know when. It could be false signals. Like I said, Facebook today did this on non-bullish news. On quite super bearish news, Facebook pumped. Like massively bearish news. Roblox pumped today on the opening, right? Amazon neutral. Coin is finishing its pump. Well, really, it's back test before it comes down to come back into this level. We see 1, 2, 3. It's on wave 4 right now. I think Coinbase itself comes up. Could stop here, but really we're looking at maybe 75, maybe a small little pump today before coming back down to 57, and then we're off and rolling. So that's what I see there, guys. I think I want you to be very, very careful. I appreciate you so much. We have gone, this has become a very, very long section here. But that is the end of our long sum, short sum. This is where we are. This is what we're watching. Again, if you want, I know I have a Discord group. I just haven't got it popping yet, Bullish. If somebody wants to help me with the Discord group, I'll make you an administrator. We'll get it going. We'll load everything up in there. Besides that, do the social media thing. 10 likes is the goal. We're only at 8 likes right now on this one. If you can get it, you know, whatever. Do the social media thing. I'm your boy, Christian Israel. You are tuned into Long Sum, Short Sum. We're here every single day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. live. Appreciate you much. Fade to black. God bless. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay, guys. Well, hopefully if this is where you get off, I appreciate you. We just did the long sum, short sum area. We're going to go into the new creation scripture section, our daily scripture verse, because, you know, this is called Christ and Crypto after all. So we close our day out here the last 5 minutes with a word from the Lord, and we'll go into that real quick. Let me go ahead and jump on over there. I say goodbye to everybody at the end of this, but for lack of time, let me go ahead and fade to black, get this going for our jump in, and then knock it out. Let's go. This is my favorite part of the podcast. Thanks for hanging out. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, then you are a new creation. How you doing, everybody? This is your boy, Christian Israel, and you are tuned into the new creation scripture section. This is a part of a podcast that we call Christ and Crypto in the Morning. It should be called like charts, chips, blue chips, and Christians. I don't know yet. I'm still some C's there, but we talk on the markets from all perspectives, from news, market analysis, where we open up and look at all the news cycle. Then we go into the TA to see what's going on in the market since the open. Then we close with the most important thing, our Lord Jesus Christ, and some scripture. And so I'm going to read this from you today. It's Luke 22, verse 39 to 46. And it's Jesus in prayer. And I'm going to go ahead and make the screen large for you so we don't see all that other stuff. And let me read it to you. This is verse 39. Hit that like button, subscribe, please. Thank you. Verse 39. Jesus left and made his way to the Mount of Olives, as was his custom, and the disciples followed him. When he arrived, he said to them, "Pray that you won't give in to temptation." He then withdrew from about a stone's throw, knelt down, and prayed. He said, "Father, if it's your will, take this cup of suffering away from me. However, not my will, but your will must be done." Then a heavenly angel appeared to him and strengthened him. He was in anguish and prayed even more earnestly. His sweat became like drops of blood falling on the ground. When he got up from praying, he went to his disciples. He found them asleep, overcome by grief. He said to them, "Why are you sleeping? Get up and pray so you won't give in to temptation." And that's what this is. There's so much in here. But the biggest thing is that Jesus, the Son of God, who is the Word, the way, the truth, and the life, understanding his mission, that this was the day before Good Friday. Right? This was Thursday. Or this is the Good Friday is when he came in on the Psalms. This must have been Saturday. Okay? That night. Friday night. I got to figure that out. That's a good question. Anyway, it's that time frame because he's getting ready to get arrested by the soldiers and then start his thing and talk to Pilate and go from there. I got to remember what day this is, but it's right there. He's getting ready to know that he is getting ready to be crucified. And what he does here is the most ultimate obedient thing we can do. He prayed to our Lord and said, "Lord, I don't want to do this, but not my will, your will be done. Please take this suffering from me. I'm getting ready to go through something horrible, but I need your help to get me to this." And then in that prayer, an angel appeared to him and strengthened him. But what I want you to hear more is what he says to his disciples, who are struck with grief and tired as Jesus is praying so much that he is sweating tears, that his capillaries burst. Bleeding tears, bleeding sweat. He says to them, "Why are you sleeping?" Now, this could be a metaphor on so many levels. Right now, our world is asleep. Turning on Netflix, turning on the movies, turning on all this crazy politics stuff, all the lies that we get, all the identity confusion that is going around, all the family confusion that is going around, all the open sex or lack of sex or this or that or money or whatever the idols may be. People are sleeping on God and in return sleeping on the devil. When people are like, "Man, don't sleep on me." Ever heard that phrase? Don't sleep on me. That's what the Lord is saying. Don't sleep on me. In return of saying, "Don't sleep on me," get up and pray so you won't give in to temptation. That's what we need to see there. He prayed, and we're told to pray so we don't sleep on God, so we don't sleep on the devil, so we don't give into our temptation that we know is not good for us, whether it be a spouse looking at someone else, flirting through text messages or our social media stuff. You know, people use that, or arguing with your spouse, or cheating at work, right? Or lying, or whatever it may be. It doesn't even have to be big. Procrastination, not reading your Bible, not praying. It could be anything. Don't sleep on the Lord. Pray. And that's what I leave you with today. We're going to learn anything from that moment where Jesus was sweating blood. for us before he spilled his blood for us is that we should pray in all areas of our life because we need him and we don't want to fall asleep at the wheel. I'm your boy Christian Israel, and this is the end of that section. Hit that like button, share, do the social media thing, and pray. 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 God bless, guys. That's the end of this section. This is my favorite part of the podcast. Thanks for hanging out. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, then you are a new creation. All right, guys. Well, we're going to call that end. It's pretty much over with now. That is the end of this show. Let me go ahead and say thank you to who we can say thank you to real quick. Let's read that off. Lee Lord, thank you so much. Rope-a-dope, thank you very much. Dragonfire Crypto. Satoshi Nakamoto, Bullish on XRP. And I thought I saw one more person. Humbled Hodler. Yes, thank you so much, guys, for kicking it with me. If time permits, can you prep? I will look at XDC tomorrow. I just saw that in here. I will also, guys, look at what was the other one? Not AVAX tomorrow as well. And a reminder, Flare goes live July 4th. So we hit 10 likes on the channel. I appreciate you. Now I can go and love on my wife and child. Love you guys so much. Please remember these 3 things as we get out of here. God loves you. I love you. You are loved. No matter what is going on in your life, God has never left you, nor will he leave you, nor will he forsake you. Love you guys so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, and God bless. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and do the thing that people do on social media. At Twitter, at TikTok, New Creation Capital. Let us know, guys. Thanks so much. I hope you guys